So tell us a little bit about that standard, and then let's talk about what companies, organizations, designers of which listen to this podcast, what can they practically do to meet those standards or even exceed those standards?
Sure. So first of all, I'll mention that in the U.S., again, 10% of the lawsuits that are being filed today are being filed against companies who are using those plugins, right? Even though they thought the plugin was going to bulletproof them from the lawsuit. So clearly that is not the situation. And the reason why it's not the situation is because there are these 50 guidelines under 2.1 AA. So AA is the medium level of the standards. A are the deal breakers. If you're violating an A guideline, you're making it impossible for somebody with a particular disability to use that, whatever's on that website. So for my daughter, it would be captions. If you're lacking captions, she's done. She won't be able to do anything to make up for it. AA are the you're making it hard but not impossible rules. And then AAA are kind of the extreme rules with respect to color and contrast. Most people don't do AAA. AA is pretty much the agreed to standard. It's an international standard. Anybody in the world who has adopted a standard in their laws has adopted this standard. When I get on the calls on the W3C committees, because I'm one of the members of the committee, we have people from Japan, we have people from Sweden, we have lots of people from Canada, lots of people from the US, people from South America. So it's a really international standard. So 50, that's a lot, but not all 50 apply to each job. So if you're a social media person, probably like 6 of the guidelines apply to you. If you're a designer, probably 23, 25 maybe of the guidelines apply to you. If you're a developer, it's a little bit more. If you're auditing for accessibility, it's all of them. But it's really only the auditors that have to understand every single one. So first thing I always do is set up training programs. But what I try to do is I try to break them down into making sure that people only need to learn in detail what they need to know to do their job. If you want to learn more than that on your own, great. We're not blocking you from taking the extra training, but we also don't want to be one of the companies that says, well, let's just stop R&D. We won't code for 2 weeks. We'll just send everybody to classes. That's not practical either. Learning about those standards, learning about, there's a lot of materials out there while you're just getting started before it gets kind of baked into the way your brain operates. So there's design checklists that you can go through one by one and check the items. There's developer checklists. There's QA checklists. There's a lot of material that's out there that can tell you what to do and how to do it.